I'm now joined by the first-year head coach of Greensburg Central Catholic, John Thompson. JT, I know getting to the playoffs is an accomplishment, especially for you in your first year, so congrats on that. What was that feeling like when your team found out you were in the playoffs and then to get in with some momentum last week against a victory against Leechburg?
It was awesome feeling all around from the coaching staff and from all the kids. There was definitely excitement, and it was always that taking care of business versus Leechburg, having to do that to figure out where we would land, if we would have a home game or away game, and who we would play. But obviously very excited to be involved in playing extra games.
Well, you certainly took care of business against the Blue Devils. I was a little surprised that it was that lopsided, 42-7. They have scored a lot of points this season. So how did you have such success slowing them down?
Kids played hard, played well, executed the game plan. And I really wanted to focus on, taking away the running game, and we were able to do that. And defensively and offensively, we clicked. I've been asking them, it's been all year, getting better every week. And we did this week as far as putting together 4 quarters and putting together 2 halves, and we were able to do that. And the kids executed on all 3 phases, offensively, defensively, and then obviously Samir was just outstanding on special teams.
I know coaches will gladly take a playoff appearance regardless of how it happens, but the fact that you come in on a 4-game winning streak, do you feel like the momentum is carrying over and that your team is peaking at the right time?
I've been asked that a bunch, and I think we're still, getting better and continuing to get better. I hope we're not peaking. I know that means you've already reached the top, and we haven't gotten there yet. I think we still have some room to grow and get better across the board. But we're playing. It was a good showing on Friday night versus Leechburg. It really was that we felt really good about.
We'll talk about the postseason bracket momentarily, but just want to encompass the season as a whole. What have you enjoyed most about this year's team?
Oh, the kids are great. They're outstanding, young men, and coming to work every day, and being able to practice with them and see them grow, not only as football players, but as young men as well, and seeing them get better and seeing them, have that confidence grow, and working with them it's been awesome.
So you knew you might have a chance to potentially get a share of the conference title heading into the final week. It didn't work like that because Clairton defeated Jeanette, but what that meant was that you get second place outright with a 7-3 overall record. So what did you anticipate in terms of the seeding, and what was your reaction when you found out you were the number 8 seed against number 9 West Greene?
I had no idea what to expect, or I read some different things on, social media where people were projecting us and whatnot. And I think we talked about it too, off camera last week. Was I have no idea how the playoff system works, how the point seeding works, any of that stuff. I was just happy that we're in, and let us know where we're going. And it's a home game, but unfortunately we have to go out to Plum. But it is a home game, an 8 seed versus West Greene, a familiar opponent. So we're happy to be playing, and we'll take it, and we're going to prepare and do our best to try to win this game.
Well, that leads into my next question. I know you weren't with the program last year, but GCC got a home game, but it was at Hempfield area, which is a very short trek. This year it's at Plum. What's your opinion, or what did you hear about what led to that being the venue?
Yeah, I haven't gotten any answers yet of why. I guess from what I've heard is just the WPIAL decided to send us out to Plum. I don't know why we're not at Hempfield. I wish we were at home in our place, ideally, with our home crowd and fans and students and teachers and faculty and staff, everybody to celebrate this thing. I hope we'll still be able to get all of those people out to Plum. I don't know what the decision making was going into that. I understand that, from what I understand, the WPIAL wants teams playing on field turf, or some turf. So not sure.
Well, the good news, I guess, is that for you, maybe a little bit less work this week, although that doesn't mean it's going to be a light week of prep. The reason is you saw West Greene. It's been a little while, however. You played them on September 8th at their house, and you won 48-30. How much do you think back to that game, how it played out, and how much can you take from that a second time around?
I take a lot from it. I mean, we didn't play great defensively. We gave up over 300 yards on the ground. Now we did, do a great job versus their pass game. I think we had 3 interceptions. I think they only threw for like 30 yards, whatever it may have been. But we have to stop the run game. That's their strength in their running backs and the players that they have there. They have, 3 or 4 seniors that contribute, a lot for them. And one of the best running backs we saw this year in number 13, Colin Brady. So, yeah, it's going to be a test again, and it's a new season. Yes, we did see him in week 3, but when you look at us at week 3 to where we are right now, we're a different team. Whether it was, as we, like I said, gotten more experience and gotten better, or injury and missing, some key players. So, at this point in the season, everybody's dealing with that. It looks like West Greene might be as well. I'm not sure. I haven't gotten, I've looked at them play, and I see some kids, that are missing. Not sure what happened or where they're at, but we just got to get ourselves ready and prepared, and it does help. It does help to see how what they've been able to do over the last 2 games, which we received, and then what we can do now going forward.
Well, to that point, biggest keys to victory against the Pioneers.
Stopping the run. We got to stop their run game defensively, offensively. I haven't dug too much into their defense yet. I've been concentrating on, for us defensively and getting them stops. We did have some success against them offensively, but it's again executing, being balanced on offense, not turning over the football, establishing our run game, and making the plays that are there to stay ahead of them on the scoreboard.
Lastly, I mentioned it's your first year at the helm of this program, but for some of the players, guys like Crosby and Turner and the other ones who were key components last year, I'm sure that they think about that first round loss and the disappointment that comes with it. Do you want the players to embrace that and play with a chip on their shoulder, or would you rather just kind of have a clean slate here in 2023 heading into the playoffs?
This is a new team. This is our team. It's not the team from last year. Obviously, you need to learn from experience. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't there. I don't know how they prepared, what they did to prepare for Rochester last year. I know that they it was a tough game for them. But now with us and this team, it's a new team, new attitude, new culture. We got 2 of the best players in the WPIAL, and Tyree Turner and Samir Crosby, that are just having outstanding years, and a lot of other players that have stepped up and hadn't gotten a lot of time in the past that are now key components for us in the roles that they've taken offensively and defensively, that have stepped up and had awesome years. So like I said, I'll meet with them this afternoon here when we get to practice, and we'll address that, and this is about them and not the team that was last year, and about what we have in front of us and what we can accomplish.
Well, JT, congrats on making the playoffs in your first year guiding this program. We appreciate you taking the time, and good luck on Friday.
Thank you very much, Sean. I appreciate it.